Notice on this rule that you have up here for integration that x is positive. So when I look at problem 1, I notice that my exponent is negative, and I don't want it to be negative. I want it to be positive so I can use that rule. So on this one, I'm going to have to use a u substitution. And that means that du will be negative dx. And so I check to see, do I have a negative, oops, I don't know why I wrote du. That should be a dx. Write what you say, Torres. So I look to see if I have a negative dx, and I notice that I have a positive dx. So I'll slip a little negative sign in the air, which means I need a negative sign out in front. So now I'll have negative and the integral of 4 to the u du. And now I can use my rule up above, which says, so keep in mind that the negative is still hanging around out front. And then I'm supposed to have 1 over natural log of the base is 4, times the original problem, or whatever I have there now, which is 4 to the u plus c. And then I can go back and substitute back in. So I'll have negative 1 over natural log of 4 times 4 to the negative x plus c. And of course, I could write that as negative 4 to the negative x over natural log of 4 plus c. And again, I don't like negative exponents, so negative 1 over 4 to the positive x, natural log of 4 plus c. Beautiful. So again, on this one, it looks scary because I really just like to have that single variable up there. So if I let u equal 3 minus x quantity squared, then my du is powering down. I get now one of these, so to the first. Probably don't need to put to the first, but I did just so you could see it. And then times the derivative of the inside, which would be negative 1. And then simplifying, I'll have negative 2, 3 minus x dx, and I'm going to go see if I have any or all of this, hopefully all, and I notice, well, I have this much and this much, so I'm missing a negative 2, so I'm going to slip a negative 2 in there, which means I'll need a negative 1/2 in front. So now what I'm really integrating is 7 to the u du, and keeping the negative 1/2 out in front. So I want 1 over natural log of the base times the exponential plus c, and substituting back in, natural log of 7 times 7 to the 3 minus x quantity squared plus c. And of course, if I want to make it look like one big fraction, that becomes the top, and the 2 natural log of 7 stays on bottom, and still plus my vitamin C. Not so bad.